From the mud to the rise, yeah, we built it on the grind. Trench talk, real talk, leave the fake ones behind. We don't fold, we don't break, every move we define. It's the code from the trenches where the real ones align.
Ike, let me hit you with the whole breakdown of this messy situation. It's like watching a soap opera, but with a bunch of grown men acting like they're playing Monopoly while they're actually getting hustled. So, Wack 100, this dude thought he was making a big power move, right? He was already in talks with Maisie, the dude running DOS Network. The whole deal was set up for Wack to get 49% and Maisie would keep the 51% with Travis Ford on the other side of the deal. Sounds cool, right? Nah, bro, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, here's where it gets real shady. Maisie's got the 100% control of Dasha unlocked, but instead of playing it straight, he's out here scheming. He's been trying to cut Travis Ford out of the equation. Yeah, that's right. Dude's out here making deals behind closed doors, planning on getting Wack 49% of the company and leaving Travis in the dust. But check it, he thought Travis wouldn't notice. You see, Maisie wanted to keep the 51% so he could call the shots, and he was cool with having Wack in the mix because he thought Wack was just gonna roll with whatever Maisie wanted. Maisie's playing chess while Wack's out here thinking he's winning. But hold up, it gets deeper. Enter Jay Reed, the dude who's supposed to be the middleman in all this. The whole time, he's acting like he's there to help with the deal, playing the good guy. But nah, Jay Reed's playing the ultimate long game. He wasn't just trying to mediate between Wack and Travis. Dude's out here thinking he's gonna get his slice of the pie, too. Jay Reed's sitting there like, yo, I should get 10% on Travis' side of the deal, when in reality, he's just trying to get his hands on whatever he can. If you thought this was some real business negotiation, think again, this is straight up backstabbing 101. So while Jay Reed's out here pretending to be the nice guy, he's already plotting behind the scenes. He goes to No Jumper, records a whole phone call with Wack 100 and Luce Cannon, basically trying to set up Travis Ford. This man was straight up insinuating that Travis wasn't handling business right, acting like Travis was shady, but meanwhile, he was the one who was really playing dirty. Dude's on the phone like, yo, I'm just trying to get my piece, but in reality, he's out here trying to take down the whole operation so he can swoop in and get paid. Jay Reed was trying to make Travis look bad by suggesting he wasn't on the up and up, claiming that Travis wasn't acting right with the money, and that Travis was dragging his feet on the contract. Bro, you're the one holding up the deal, not Travis. The worst part is, Jay Reed's talking all this mess like he's some kind of business expert, but he's just trying to weasel his way into a situation that doesn't even belong to him. You know the type, always acting like they got the answers, but they're the ones causing the problem in the first place. And then, when Travis gets fed up and leaves Jay Reed in Vegas, that's when Jay Reed flips the script. Now he's mad, talking about Travis abandoned him. Nah, man, you were trying to cut Travis out the whole time. You just mad it didn't go the way you planned. Now we gotta talk about the phone call with Compton Rick Rock and the anonymous dude who knows the whole play. This is where Jay Reed really gets exposed for the clown he is. The anonymous guy's breaking it down, talking about how Jay Reed's been lying on interviews, making up stories about Travis Ford, trying to make him look like a crook. But nah, it's Jay Reed who's been on some shady stuff from the jump. Dude's been trying to line up Travis and steal his spot, but when the truth comes out, he's the one looking like the fool. And let's not forget how Wack 100 ended up looking dumb in all of this. The man's out here making deals with Maisie, thinking he's winning. But what he didn't see coming was Jay Reed trying to insert himself into the deal, trying to take the whole thing over. Wack 100 got blocked by Luce Cannon when they found out what Jay Reed was doing. And you gotta wonder, why would Luce Cannon block Jay Reed but still talk to Travis? The answer's simple, Jay Reed was trying to take the deal, and they weren't about to let him mess that up. This whole situation just shows how messy these business deals can get when people start acting like they're out for themselves. Jay Reed thought he could play both sides, but he ended up getting played. Travis Ford was the real player here, even though he was caught in the middle of all this drama. Wack 100? He's out here looking like a pawn in someone else's game, just caught up in the confusion. Wack 100 really thought he was doing something here, huh? Like, this man thought he was about to swoop in, take over, and flex his little percentage. But the truth is, he got played so hard, it's almost sad. This whole thing is like watching a bad sitcom, where the same dumb character keeps getting caught up in their own lies, and guess who's playing that character? That's right, Wack. Big Wack, out here thinking he's some kind of mastermind, but in reality, he's just a pawn in everyone else's game. So here's the deal, Travis Ford already saw the play. He had the messages to back it up, too, like proof that Jay Reed was trying to pull some slick moves and set him up. I mean, come on, Wack 100 thought he was going to waltz in and get 49%? Nah, fam, you're not even on the level to be calling those shots. You thought you were stepping into the boardroom with a king's crown, but you were just a pawn. Jay Reed, in his infinite wisdom, tried to line everybody up by cutting Travis out of the deal, thinking that if he got everything in motion, Mom would just hand him his percentage like it was candy. But Wack got so caught up in this fantasy that he didn't see Jay Reed was the real snake, not the man making actual moves. Let's talk about these deleted messages, though. Wack thought he was gonna roll up to the table with a clean slate, but the receipts are all there. Travis saw through the BS from jump, told Jay Reed not to show up, and dude still pulled up. Why? Because he was so desperate for his cut, he didn't care about the loyalty. He was gonna get that 10%, half from Dunlock and half from the network, no matter who he had to throw under the bus to get it. That's the level of sliminess we're talking about. And let's be real, it's pretty sad that Wack couldn't even see how bad he was getting played. Dude got his hopes up over a deal that was already crumbling under his feet. Now, here's the kicker, Jay Reed didn't even realize he was digging his own grave. He thought if he got the deal done between Wack and Luce Cannon, Ma was gonna toss him a bone. But nah, fam. You're not a part of that game, and Ma wasn't even thinking about giving you a piece of the pie. You were just a middleman who thought you had the juice, but now you're out here looking stupid. And Wack? He's sitting there getting fed a fairy tale, trying to make moves like he's in control, when really, he was just a passenger in someone else's car, heading straight to a cliff. So here we are, Jay Reed's trying to pull a fast one, but he ended up getting outplayed. Travis? He saw the whole thing coming and didn't even have to get his hands dirty. And Wack 100? Still sitting there like he's running the show. Bro, you're just a character in someone else's drama, and it's getting real sad watching you try to act like the villain. The real ones know what's up, and trust, Wack, you're the punchline of this whole story. Wack 100 is looking real goofy out here. We got a whole circus going on with him, Jay Reed, and all these other clowns trying to make moves that don't even add up. First of all, Wack 100 thought he was playing chess, but he was barely even playing checkers. He got a whole set of messages, phone calls, and recordings proving how messy this whole thing was, and he still thought he was the man. Bruh, you're not the man, you're the one getting played by everybody. Let's start with the obvious. Jay Reed tried to make it seem like everything went down out of nowhere. Like he wasn't the one lining up his own friends to get beat up. Nah, fam, you can't just play the innocent role after all that. Travis Ford had been peeped game before the whole thing even popped off, and what did Jay Reed do? He kept running his mouth, telling everybody one thing while trying to move behind the scenes like he was pulling the strings. The thing is, the whole crew was already onto you, bro. They knew what you were up to, and Travis had the messages to back it up. And let's talk about this mystery with the video of him getting assaulted. So, you're sitting there like, oh, I didn't see this coming, but then you also turn around and admit you knew exactly what was up. Jay Reed had already planned it, and now he's sitting there acting like he's surprised when the consequences hit. Nah, dog, you set this whole thing up, and now you're just looking for a way out, hoping that your lies will somehow cover it up. Too bad for you, Wack, the receipts don't lie. You got exposed for the fraud you are. And let's not skip past this whole left him in Vegas situation, because that's just hilarious. Wack 100 got mad over a business deal he wasn't even part of, and instead of taking it like a grown man, he tried to turn the tables by saying, well, if I can't get my percentage, I'm gonna get someone else hurt. Like, bruh, you out here trying to play the victim, but you ain't fooling nobody. If you're mad because you got cut out of the deal, take it up with the people who actually made the decisions, not by trying to line people up for a beatdown. Jay Reed was all emotional, crying about being left out, but let's be real, he was upset because he couldn't get the 10% he thought he was entitled to. That's all this was about, a simple power play gone wrong. And Wack 100 out here thinking he's got all the leverage, but he's just caught in a mess with everyone else. You really out here clout chasing, trying to talk big on the internet, acting like you're making moves, but in reality, you're the one who ended up getting lined up. And the best part? You got Jay Reed in your corner, and he ain't even backing you up when the heat's on. Bruh, you really that desperate for clout that you're willing to drag your own people down with you? That's wild. So, let me sum this up. Wack 100 thought he was the boss, but now he's just out here looking like a whole clown. Everybody saw you coming, and it was only a matter of time before your lies caught up with you. Now you're stuck in a whole mess of your own making, trying to play it off like it's content. Nah, bro, it's a disaster. The only thing you're running is your mouth, cause you sure ain't running anything else. So yeah, Jay Reed and Wack 100 both took L's in this situation. And let me tell you something, this whole thing stinks like a bad reality show. The only real question now is, who's gonna stop clowning them first? That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out when a new video drops. It's totally free and makes a huge difference for the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.